Welcome to your conventional deadlift tutorial. So first thing to note on the deadlift is you want to make sure that you are centered at the bar. So look at the knurling, make sure that on both sides of you are even spaced apart with your legs. And so now the conventional deadlift is about hip width apart for the feet. If you need to go a little wider, that's fine. You don't want to turn it into a sumo deadlift, that's completely different. But a conventional is more or less about hip width apart. Make sure you're not too narrow, you don't want that. So at least hip width apart here. So what you're gonna do now, this time on this deadlift, you're going to bring the hands on the outside of your legs, like this. You'll see me a lot of time use a mixed grip, one hand's forward, one's back. This is because at some point, usually your grip is going to be a limiting factor with how much weight you can pull. So this keeps me personally and a lot of other people feeling a little more stable and steady, and the grip is not going to give out. If you prefer to just do an overhand grip, there is nothing wrong with that too. So make sure that the barbell is always touching your shins before you go to pull, and then from there on the outside of your legs you're going to press your feet through the floor and bring the barbell up. Squeeze your butt and then bring it right back down just like you came up. Now I want to show you from the side so you can see more about what's going on. This is a hinging movement, so meaning it's posterior chain, glutes and hamstrings being worked mainly, although you'll have other strength benefits, even upper body in the deadlift. So my legs are touching the barbell here. I'm going to grab from the side. When I do, I want you to notice that my shoulders are higher than my hips. So my hips are not way up here and my torso is not parallel when I grow to grab for the conventional deadlift. When I do this, hips are lower than shoulders, then I pull. One other thing I want you to note is that when you're doing the deadlift, the first thing that happens when you go down with the bar is that the hips go back before the knees bend. So I want that to flow eventually, but I want you to think it's not a knee bend first, okay? So you've got the bar, hips go back, and the knees just bend as they need to, okay? As far as you get the hips back, the knees will start to bend. Pick up. Hips go back. And that's your conventional deadlift with a barbell. Now, if you're not quite to a barbell yet, we have dumbbells here. Always work. So what you're going to do with a dumbbell, you can do a couple of things. If you're going to do conventional, go ahead and put the dumbbells outside of the legs. Same thing here. I want you to focus on getting the hips back first. You're not going to go as far because you don't have the plates Then you're going to stand up. This is what it looks like with two dumbbells. Now, if you maybe just have a heavy dumbbell, you can also do a kettlebell or two. But with the dumbbell, you're going to get about the same width apart. Hips back, pick up that dumbbell, squeeze the glutes. From the side, hips go back first. Squeeze the glutes. One thing you don't want to do in the deadlift is lean way back at the top. Glutes lock out. Body is in a straight line, and no need to bend back and hurt yourself. All right, hope that helped. If you have any questions, always leave them below.